Does it give you like an error, Teresa, or what does it say? I get a weird error. Okay, I'll look at it. All right, if you're on a video, say cheese real quick because I'm doing a team call picture. Okay. Wow, I'm really bright in there. Okay, so we talked a lot about like the escalator mindset, and Pat said something on one of the calls that I was on with him that really resonated with me. And he said, if you have a coach or you have a challenger, because I know, Rach, you had asked me a couple of different times over the last like little bit, what do I do if I have a struggling challenger? Like, what's your best advice? So if you have a coach or you have a challenger that's struggling, he was talking about basically like there's 3 things that have to be in line for somebody to be succeeding in either this business as a coach or on their own health and fitness journey. For some reason, when I get on this one the second time, I always have this like time lapse between me talking and my mouth. So it looks like I'm going, hi, how are you? And my mouth's going, it's really, really annoying. Okay. So there's 3 things that have to be in line to be successful. 1, love your own journey. You have to be in love with your own journey, meaning you believe in these products. Like, well, okay, hang on, that's the second part of it. But like you genuinely love your journey. You love your workouts. You love your success. It's a part of who you are. It's just like you live and breathe it. Okay. So you have to love your own journey, be in love with your own journey, fall in love with your journey. 2 is, you have to have a strong why. So what is your why? And that why has to be strong. It has to be powerful. And 3 is you have to have the belief in this business, the belief that these products work, the belief in yourself. So Pat was saying, when you couple someone's why with the belief in how they're going to get there, that makes somebody unstoppable. And if you have somebody, either a coach on your team or a challenger that you're working with or yourself, if you have somebody that's not succeeding, that's getting off the escalator, check those 3 things. And what of those 3 things do they not have in check? Are they not in love with their own journey? And if they're not, why? Do they not have a strong enough why? I think more oftentimes than not, that's typically the source. People lose track of that why, or when they start this journey, they're like, my why is I want to be 130 pounds. Okay, well, that's a great why, but that's not strong. That's not powerful. That's not at the end of the day going to get your ass out of bed at 5 in the morning and push you, to do your workout when you don't want to. And then the third, what's their belief? Do they believe in these products? Like, do they genuinely believe? I guess those are the 2 that are the most common ones that you're going to run into. 1, their why is not strong, or 2, they don't believe. If you're working with somebody and they're struggling and they have a powerful why, maybe they went to the doctors and their doctor was like, you're pre-diabetic. Okay, that's a strong why. That's a powerful why. But if they don't believe at the end of the day that they can succeed with these products, if they don't believe in themselves, they won't be successful. So you really have to look at your struggling challengers, your struggling coaches, and you have to look at those 3 things and force them to go through those three things with you. Ask them to write it down. Ask them to outline it. Like, what does your why look like? Talk them through it. And those whys can be from the smallest whys to the biggest whys. But there have to be multiple reasons, multiple whys, and they have to be strong and they have to be powerful. And if the belief isn't there, guys, that is your job. Like, when people ask me what I do as a coach, I help educate people. I give them the resources to be successful, and I teach them how to believe. I get them to believe in themselves so that they know what they are capable of. That's the biggest piece of it. You as a coach, your job is to get people to believe in themselves and to believe in these products. Once the belief is there, done deal, right? But it's very hard sometimes with some people to get that belief. So that's something I wanted to mention, because I know a lot of you guys have asked me over the last couple of weeks, like, what do I do in this case? Like, this person is really having a tough time. They're struggling. Like, I helped them meal plan. I gave them a plan. I helped them prep. I did this with them. I check in with them 5 times a day. Like, what more can I do? Go back to those 3 things and check in with them. And then the other system that I wanted to talk about was with a struggling challenger or struggling coach, plan, do, check, adjust. So when you have somebody come to you that's like, I'm really struggling, I haven't lost any weight, I didn't work out 5 days out of 7 this week, I'm feeling really depressed, I'm feeling this, and whatever. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna look at what the plan was. What was your guys' plan? What did you outline? Do is, what did you do? So what was the plan and what did you do? Check is, what are we gonna do about it? And then adjust is, what can we change? Check is really kind of like, let's check it, let's see what happened. What was the plan? What did you do? Check out what we can change. And then adjust is making those changes. What can we change? What can we adjust to prevent it from happening again in the future? So always go back to the 3 things, okay? So love your own journey. What is your why? And do you have the belief? And then plan, do, check, adjust, okay? Another big thing that I loved that I think Danielle Ream had talked about was I do, we do, you do. And that's one of the biggest things that I've learned from Ashley Felddyson as well. She's, a teacher or used to be, and a lot of her team is teachers. And what works really, really well for them is that approach, the I do, we do, you do. And you can use that with your challengers, you can use that with your coaches. But I do something, we do it together, and I help you do it, and then you do it, and I just kind of hang out and watch you. Okay, so that's like another little model that I feel like has been really helpful for my business. Okay, and then one last thing on consistency, and this is something that I read the other day that I was like, or maybe Pat said it, somebody said it. When it comes to consistency, okay, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, not 7 apples on Sunday. And that really resonated for me because that's so true, guys, for this business, okay? Like you can't show up on Sunday and invite 100 people and then not work your business Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because if you're not showing up every single day on your Instagram stories, or you're not showing up when you're at work or in front of your friends and family, if you're not consistent, that doesn't build trust. Consistency builds trust. So an apple a day keeps the doctor away, not 7 on Sunday. You have to show up and do the daily vitals every single day. Pockets of time, but be consistent. The more consistent that you are, the more trust you're going to build with your followers and the more people that are going to come to work with you. All right, so final thing. I know I've kept you guys a while, but final thing, make sure that everybody is clear on our new setup. So starting tomorrow, we have our free group, and that's going to be our Booty Challenge group. We all know our plan. We all have our assignments. We're good to go. For Monday through Sunday, I'm doing one more picture because now Sarah's on. Okay, ready? Say cheese if you're on. Plane's like, let me sit up real quick. Wow, why am I so bright? Okay, ready? Go. Okay. So we have day 1 of our free group, right? And then we're going to start the following Monday is going to be prep week day 1. Moving forward, you guys know that we're going to have the first 2 weeks or the first like 12 days, 12, 13 days of a month is going to be our open enrollment period. That's when we're inviting hard. So like you guys should kind of like be changing your focus a little bit. And this is where I think I had to adjust was once I started building my team and I had all of you guys as coaches, I totally stepped away from my own business in an effort to kind of help you guys build yours. And so I wasn't inviting and I stopped hitting Success Club. Like I feel like my own business kind of started to go to the wayside because I was helping you guys and I love helping you guys, but I had to find a balance. And so I think that this model that I've learned from Ashley is super effective. So the last week of every month and the first like 12 days of the next month, you should be inviting your off, okay? So like you are inviting at least to 15 people a day. And I would love it if you guys were inviting to like 25. And remember, an invite is just a conversation. It doesn't need to be a cold invite. Hey girl, how are you? Want to join my challenge group? But you're looking to engage with 25 people. That can count as you're continuing a conversation with somebody that you've been having a conversation with, engaging with and connecting with, or that could count as somebody that you cold invite to. But your goal is to build all of these connections and to have all of these conversations and connections going so that you can say, okay, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I've really enjoyed chatting with you over the last couple of days, and I think that somebody like you would be awesome to go through my next boot camp with. Like, if you'd like to join us, we're going to be starting on the 14th, whatever the day is, whatever that first Monday is. That is our day one of our first week of our prep week. Open enrollment goes from this day to this day, the first 12 days of that month. And I would love for you to join us. You have until this day to order if you're going to be joining us. Okay. So last week and first 12 days of the next month, you invite your ASSESs off. I'm doing so good tonight with my swearing. I'm really proud of myself. John's like, mute her, Colleen, please. So then your third week starts, like I said, prep week, day one. Okay. So that third week is going to be our prep week. That's where no more open enrollment. People are not jumping into the group. Obviously, guys, if you have somebody that missed open enrollment and they're like, I really wanted to do it this month, you're not going to send them like to go, you know what? But you can add them in. Just try to have a structure so that you're giving people some sort of a deadline. I feel like having a deadline. I love when I see Teresa smiling. It makes me happy. She's smiling at me. I don't know if that's like a picture of her, if she's frozen, but she's just sitting smiling at me, and it makes me happy. I'm going to take a picture of her so she can see what I'm talking about. My son can probably smile. Oh, wait, no, she's blinking, I think. Oh, she's blinking. Okay. For a minute, she looked like a statue just smiling at me. Okay. So third week, prep week, fourth week, day one, that starts our boot camp. Boom, done. Yes? So for those of you that are actively coaching, Kenzie's freaking out. You're inviting hard the last week and the first 12 days of the next month. Okay, invite. The time in between that, you're focused on your coaches. You're focused on your challengers. So, and obviously, guys, you're not going to, like, those 12 days, leave your challengers high and dry. Like, if they have a question, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm inviting these next 2 weeks. Like, you are all on your own, girlfriend. No, you're going to actually, like, still engage with your challengers, but your focus is inviting. And then the third and fourth weeks, right? That's where you're really diving into your challengers, showing up, making sure that they're good, giving them all of your attention, helping them meal plan, helping them prep. So your focus is less invite driven and more focused on your challengers, your customers, and then your coaches on your team, helping them to be the most successful that you can help them to be. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. Do we have questions? Last thing, guys, be more than just Beachbody. Okay, I know I say it all the time, but when you're showing up on your stories, like, find a balance. The 5 things that you want every single day, okay? Your shake and your pre or post workout, one or the other, but every single day. And this, again, this comes down to building trust. This comes down to being consistent. If they see you shaking up your Energize every single day, or shaking up your shake, or like I just did the other day, I did Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Shake It Off? Shake It Off. Is that how it says? Yeah. Yeah, Mike's like, yes, that's it, honey. Stop embarrassing yourself. Yes, I did a song with Tay Tay, and we shook it off together. But I did this. My Shakeology is always, I do like a cheers, right? So, like, let me take my Diet Pepsi, be a good role model here. But I go like this, and it's like a boomerang almost every single day. So I started doing my shakes, and I'm kind of getting a little creative. Like, what was the other one, Mike? The Outcast one?
Yeah.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. I did that one. And it's so stupid, but like 5 people messaged me after the Taylor Swift one. And they were like, oh my God, you're so cute. Look at you with your little Taylor song with your shake. Like, and it was the stupidest thing, but it was different. It was enough that, like, it caught people's attention. And I probably looked like a massive idiot. So I'm sure people had a really good time with that. So, like, get creative. Don't do the same thing every day. Spice it up. But every day, your 5 things: your shake and your pre or post workout, a glimpse of your nutrition. Doesn't have to be every meal, can just be like breakfast, or try to find whatever meal is like super tasty that day. doesn't have to be every one. If you want to post every one, great. It's just showing more accountability, more consistency, building more trust. But if you just want to pick one, make sure that it's like a badass meal like that. And people are gonna be like, wow, that looks amazing. She gets to eat that on her meal plan. That's so cool. And like for me, mine's usually my dinner because I feel like the rest of my meals are boring. A glimpse of your workout. So this is one thing, this is the tip that I got from Annie. I got in the habit of storing every single move in 80-day obsession, which as some of you know, well, most of you know, all of you know, there's like 15 moves in some of those workouts. So my stories were like, I was starting to notice like people were definitely clicking through my stories and then Xing out because they're probably like, oh my God, I can't look at any more of her goddamn workout videos. Like, I don't care. That's great for you. So I started noticing this because I was looking at my stories and the people that were viewing my stories, and people would drop off by like workout video number 3 and they pick back up at like the video of my kid. So I was starting to see that like people were getting like, okay, I'm all set with these videos. I don't want to see every single move in your workout. So I've really pulled back quite a bit on that. And I'm just trying to pick the moves that are like super unique. So if it's like French twist, is that what it's called, right? In 80-day. If it's a move with the sliders or with the bands, if it's like a chest press, I'm not doing it because let's be honest, it's really basic. For Joel's preview, I just did one of the moves. So I did just like chest press and then like one of the hits and one of the abs, I think. I just kept it smaller. So you guys are really good with that. You guys usually you do like 4 or 5 videos, if that. But that's just something I wanted to mention because I was starting to see that people were definitely like losing interest with my stories because it was, so my point with all of this is, as I'm word vomiting, don't do too much of one thing. There is such a thing as too much of one thing. So don't have every single video be of your kids and then like your kids wiping their ass or something, like, mommy, look at me, I'm wiping my ass. And they're like, great, we don't care. We see your kids all day, every day. Like sporadically throw all different aspects of your life in there. So you have your shake or your pre and post workout. You have a glimpse into your nutrition, just a glimpse. Doesn't have to be everything because people are going to get sick of seeing your meals all day too. Workout glimpse, a glimpse into your workout, just some moves here and there. I wish my kid wiped his own ass. Me too. Mine's 6.5 and I still wipe his ass. So there's that. Like that movie. What is that movie with Adam Sandler? I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass. Right? What movie is it? Big Daddy? What? Yeah. No, wait, no, I don't. That's what? Wait, no, I don't. That's going gross. I still wipe Landon's because it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's just leave it at that. So shake, nutrition, workout, your life and your interests, and be fun. Have you guys followed, and then 5th, invite to boot camps. And the one thing that I love that Michaela said with this, when you invite to your boot camps, use a success story from one of your challengers. So like you guys, this is another fun tip. I just told Caitlin to do this the other day because she has had like amazing success with her challengers and her coaches, and they're really good about texting her stuff and she screenshots it or they DM her stuff. So I created a folder on my phone and it's called, I think I called it like success stories maybe, I can't even remember. But you guys know how you can create an album in your photos, and I have it somewhere. I called it, this is really annoying that I can't find it. Success stories and messages and text. So I just have like a album on my phone and it's just like all of my success stories that people have sent me. There's Colleen. So that when I'm inviting to my boot camp, like I just go into that, I pull that folder up when I'm in my stories and I have a plethora of texts or messages or posts in our Facebook group that I can share. And I can say like, look at, I'm so proud of, tag the person. They've been so successful with this program, or I'm just leave it at, I'm so proud of them. Would you like to join my group? And a lot of the times I do the, are you ready to join me yet? Because there's so many people that watch my stories all day, freaking every day. And they just aren't at that point yet. But I know that it's just a matter of time before they're going to join. And the more that they see this stuff, the more likely that they're just gonna be like, oh my God, okay, fine. I did that when I posted my video of me with my earnings from 1 week with Mike. I posted, and a lot of people were like, okay, fine, I'm interested in hearing more about it. Like, you got me on this one. So a lot of times I'll invite that way, and I'll just say like, stop watching. Are you ready to join? Something like that. Okay, so, and be fun. If you guys aren't following Michaela yet, at Miss V and Her Caffeine is her Instagram, at Miss V and Her Caffeine. She just started coaching a few months ago. She's already diamond. I think she qualified actually on Thursday as 2-star, I remember correctly. She's been in this business a very short period of time. She makes Success Club like 80 most months. It's insane. She's had great success. And she attributes a lot of her success to those 5 things daily on her Instagram stories and not giving a beep about what anybody thinks about her. And if you watch her Instagram stories, she says all the time, she's like, I'm just really weird and I show it. And like, people can't help themselves but to watch me. Like, and I didn't believe her because I wasn't following her before the team call. So I started following her. Just follow her. Like, when I say I did like Tay Shake It Off, like okay, hold on, let me show you what she does. Really? Real quick. She'll do this. Like, she'll be like all over the place in the middle of her workout, and people will message her and be like, oh my God, you're so freaking awesome. You're so funny. You just made my day. And then she just starts talking to them. And next thing you know, they're a challenger or they're a coach on her team. I'm not saying to do that. Please don't all go do that. Because then all of a sudden everybody's gonna be like, look at Kim's team. We're all gonna be like on our Instagram stories. We're gonna be like, oh my God, they're so obnoxious. But be fun and show your personality. Like, you guys all have really fun, good personalities. Like, do a story when your kid's being an idiot. Like, do things that, my hair is a hot mess now. Do things that are really going to, attract people to you, that make you stand out, that make people want to be a part of your life. Because at the end of the day, guys, this coaching opportunity, so many more people join as a coach on your team because they want to be a part of you in your life than they're interested in being a Beachbody coach. And that sounds bad, but like, a lot of people just want to be like you, or to be a part, just to have more skin in the game in your life, to be more invested in your life. And I know that you guys are probably like, I'm not that interesting. I'm not that cool. Like, nobody cares to be a part of my life. Like, that doesn't seem believable to me. Because I used to say the same thing to Mike. I would be like, what do I do on my stories? Like, nobody's going to be interested in my life. My life is freaking boring. Like, and then I started realizing, like, no, think of it like your own reality show. Like, guess what? Snooki and JWoww are freaking idiots. But like, I watch them in Jersey Shore, or Jers, whatever it's called now, every single Thursday. And it's the most mindless, stupidest hour of my life. And I live for it. Because it's just fun and it's entertaining, and it's like, that's the kind of stuff that ropes people in. And collect data. Like, use your stories. I think what Instagram did that's so amazing is that you can see who's watching your ish. So like, if like I saw, okay, after my 4th or 5th workout video, people are dropping off my stories and then they're picking back up with the videos of my kids. That tells me that it was too many workout videos. If you get a ton of messages from people after you share like the stupidest question, like Michaela was saying, Michaela asked a question in her stories and she was like, guys, I want to know, like, what do you call your boyfriends or your husbands? Like, I need to know this because I was driving into work and I just am curious. I never call my boyfriend blah, 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 blah. I call him this or this. And it was like the stupidest story. And she got over 75 messages, like DMs of people telling her what they call their significant other. And that was a conversation starter. So just remember that, like, I did it the other day with, what do you call your kids? Like, what are your kids' nicknames? Because I call Landon Punks, which has nothing to do with Landon John. And I call Mackenzie Cece, which has nothing to do with Mackenzie Leona. And I had all these people DM me the nicknames that they call their kids and why. And so I have all these conversations going now about like the most random shit. some of which are people that I've never even met before that follow me that are like, oh my God, it's so funny you asked that. I was just telling my husband the other day that it's so weird we call my son shithead or something. And it's a conversation starter. So be unique, be different, have fun with it. Think of it like it's your reality TV show every single day. I think that the weirder the better. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram stories. Mike, can you toss me my boobs? Watch this. So I don't know if you guys all saw my story. Wait, who was with me though for the Joel event? Who was with me in my car? So I got these things, okay? They're like Asian. This is, you're welcome, you guys, for showing you this kind of shit. You're welcome. But so I got these because I have no boobs. And I just needed something, okay, to fit in to my sports bra at some of these events to fill me in, okay? So, like, if you're not a proud member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, that's okay. We're still cool, but, like, I'm a proud member. And so I bought these stupid things. You'll notice here they have a nice little hole here for your nipple area. But anyways, so Mackenzie calls these my boobies. And she, like, my mom was here the other day, and she was like, Nana, me want to put on mommy's boobies. And my mom was like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, me want to wear mommy's boobies. And my mom's like, Mackenzie, that's silly. Like, what do you mean you want to wear mommy's boobies? And so she goes in, found these, and brings them out to my mom. So my mom thought it was hilarious and has this, like, video of Mackenzie putting these boobies in her shirt. So the other day, she was, like, flopping around, like, playing with them like they were pancakes. And I went on my story, and it was her saying, I go, Mackenzie, what are you playing with? And she goes, I'm playing with your boobies, Mom. And it was the most ridiculous thing. And, like, listen, it's embarrassing that I have literally no breasts. Like, I have the breasts of a 12-year-old child, boy. But it got a lot of hits on my Instagram. So hashtag do it for the gram, because, like, I had all these people message me like, oh my God, that's freaking hilarious. Like, I love how real you are. I love that you share shit like this. Like, I love how relatable you are. Apparently I'm not the only member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee out there. I had 4 people message me asking me what they were and where they could get them. So that made me feel better about my life a little bit. So my point is, you never know, guys. Like, be weird, be authentic, be you, have fun with it. Because the stuff that, like, will connect you with people is silly stupid. All right, so let me see. I have no personality. Teresa, yes, you do. Don't say that. She's not on, but she'll watch this back. My personality is bitchy. That's not true, Meg. That's not true. Guess I should have posted more of our Jersey Shore shenanigans. I posted where should Jesse and I go for our anniversary. I got a lot of DMs. Yeah, that was a good one, Rach. And yes, your shenanigans have been funny. I've been watching them. I've been anticipating them for a few weeks now. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So true story at the Chris Downing Boston event. Who was Colleen was with me, and then, well, everybody was with me, but Rach and Caitlin were working out in the back. Oh, and Jamie was with me too. But true story, this, I don't know if Colleen noticed, but this slipped out of my bra. Like, at one point, it was, like, up here by my neck. And I was like, what's on my neck? And I kept doing this. And I was like, what do I feel on my neck? And I was like, oh my God, it's my boob. So I, like, slipped it back in my shirt real quick. It was really awesome. So, 12-year-old child boy. You didn't notice, Cole? That's so funny. I should have told you. Colleen knows. We have very in-depth conversations about my breasts. She's been privy to a lot of information she probably didn't want to know. But listen, it happens to all of us. You guys are going to have kids one day, and they're going to deflate like deflated balloons, and you're going to be like, what? Oh, my God, now I know why Kim was so depressed over them. All right. What's that? Oh, my God. You're welcome for that laugh tonight. See? So, any questions? I think that's everything. I know it went way longer than I wanted it to. Be unique. And follow Michaela, because whatever she's doing, it's working. And honest to God, guys, the general theme here is the girls that are having crazy success, like Kate and Sydney and Michaela and all these people on Ashley's team, and they're just bold. Ashley tends to attract a lot of the same kind of people, and you guys are going to start to notice that as you like start to follow her coaches. She attracts those, like, you know, like Meg said, you said you're bitchy. Like some of these girls, they are like bitchy, like straight up. Like they'll go on their stories and they'll be like, you know what? Somebody messaged me this today and I don't give a fuck what you think about me. And they're like fingering their middle fingering the camera for like 5 minutes. Like they'll do a story and then like the story ends and they'll be like, yeah. For another one, it goes on for like 5 stories and you're like, okay, we get it. You fucking hate us all. Like, sorry we follow you and we think you're cool. Fuck you too. But like, it's the stupidest thing. And but they have success with it. I don't know. So be bold, and like a lot of the times you guys are going to think that you don't have a personality, but when you're going through your day and you're thinking to yourself, like, that was the most ridiculous thing that ever just like could have happened. Like Mackenzie today, we were talking about going to the zoo, and I was on the phone with Chris Downing like 2 or 3 days ago, and all Chris Downing says, like, if you guys know him, he says everything is dope. Like, I'll be like, yeah, you know, that, how cool is that video that you have coming at Summit, which, by the way, let me see this. Let me make sure nobody, okay, I am recording this, but don't share this outside this group. Chris has a relaunch coming of Shift Shop. There's going to be Prove It rounds added on. So the Prove It workouts are like, you keep track of your reps and you can compete with the people that are in the video. So it's going to be really, really cool. But so that's going to get announced at Summit. So we were talking about it and I was like, yeah, that's going to be so cool. And he's like, no, it's going to be dope. So everything that he says is dope. So I said, Mike and I were talking. He was like, honey, we should take the kids to the zoo again, like sometime soon. Mackenzie goes, the zoo? Oh my God, Dad, the zoo is so dope. So if you haven't seen it yet, go look at my stories because I tagged Chris and I was like, this has the Chris Downing written all over it. Because I'm like, what did you say the zoo is? And she's like, dope. The zoo is dope, Mom. I'm like, oh my God, like my kid is literally saying dope on my Instagram stories. But that's the kind of stuff that like really people love. They eat that stuff up. So share, share, share. All right. Questions? Anything? What do you guys got for me? Make sure you share about Lift 4 launching tomorrow. Make sure you share about Mess Day Moss. Still share about Mess Day Moss, guys. Still share about it. I know that you're probably thinking like it's not this huge niche for you, but like still share about it. Because you never know who's going to be attracted to that. You know, for a Hispanic workout, it's led in Spanish. Honest to God, I'm going to do the workouts because I've seen them. I've seen some of them and they're really good. They're intense and I'm not going to know what the F she's saying to me, but I'm just going to follow her and I'm going to watch her. So still invite to that. Be all over that Lift 4, like white on rice. Invite, invite, invite. If you guys haven't seen Rachel's stories, check out her stories. She's been killing it on Insta with her Lift 4 stuff. So make sure you check out her stories. In fact, I think today she has a whole bunch of them on there that you guys can probably screenshot. And I'm saying this as if she's like giving me permission, which she hasn't, but she loves me and she deals with my bullshit. So she'll be cool with it. In the midst of all her Jersey Shore DJ Pauly D stuff. So she's got like, this is going to be the perfect couples program. You guys can, you know how to hold down the screen. You can screenshot it and just share it. Although she tagged Jesse in that one. Perfect for busy people. And she's got like the days with busy schedules, 32 minutes. And then she's got some ice cream. So make sure you leave the ice cream out of there. Don't screenshot the ice cream. All right. By the way, my Apple Watch burnt me. You guys see this? I have a blister. My Apple Watch, I don't know if it got too hot or something, but it like burnt my hand. Hurt really bad. Anyways, okay. Love you guys. Let's kick some ass. Take some names. Hope you're all having a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, Kim. Thank you.
Bye, honey. Have fun.
Bye. Love you too.